Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to be able to share with you on the subject of affordable and clean energy, or SDG number 7, as well as climate action, or SDG number 13. This time I will discuss the types of biofuels that can be developed with current technologies. There are at least 5 categories of biofuels that are now ready to be produced with relatively mature technology that we have identified. If we produce oil from grains such as soybeans, peanuts and so on, oil from palm oil fruit, or ethanol from carbohydrate sources which all compete with food, then the biofuels produced are in the first-generation category. If we produce ethanol from agricultural waste, which is generally lignocellulose and does not compete with foodstuffs, then this is included in the second-generation biofuel category. But if we produce vegetable oil or ethanol from new types of plants that are not at all competing with the resources used to produce food, for example, planting seawater microalgae along our coasts, then the biofuels it produces are categorized as third generation. If the biomass is further processed, for example using pyrolysis and gasification to produce 3 products, first biochar is returned for land fertility, then the bio-oil and syngas are used as fuel and the process of CO2 combustion returns to plants for photosynthesis, in such a way that the overall concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere is reduced or carbon negative. Then the use of biofuels like this is the 4th generation. If the CO2 from combustion in the 4th generation is further captured, without going through the process of returning to the plant, which takes time, but it is processed directly by co-electrolysis to become syngas, and further processed using Fischer-Tropsch synthesis to become plug-in long-chain hydrocarbon fuels, so it can completely replace fossil fuels such as gasoline and diesel, in such a way that the effect of reducing CO2 in the atmosphere can take place quickly, then the use of such fuels is the 5th generation. From this short briefing, you can know now, that in fact from the point of view of science and technology, it is very possible for us to produce biofuels that are very clean and reliable to replace our dependence on fossil fuels. Everything comes back to us now, whether we are satisfied with the energy we use now that continues to pollute the environment, or start seriously moving towards affordable, clean and sustainable fuels.